Hello guys, Michaela here, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another speed build. Today we are continuing my Not So Berry challenge kind of series of houses, and today we are building a home for the fourth generation, which is generation Grey, I believe. I built this on a 20 by 15 in Moonwood Mill. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom house. Well, technically there is no bedroom because the bed is kind of in the living room, but there is only a single bed, not even a double bed. So you can only house one sim in here. And it comes in at 33,685 simoleons. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I would love to live in a house like that, to be honest. And yeah, so let me just read you the description for Generation 4. You always felt that you were different. While the rest of your family was busy messing around in the lab, you just wanted to be outside playing basketball. You're very good at sports and you dream of becoming a professional athlete. To make up for your non-existent relationship with your parents, you want to be there for your own children as much as possible. Oh, and you love to sing. Your traits are active, slop, and music lover, your aspiration is bodybuilder, and your career is athlete. The rules of this generation is being a master at singing, parenting, and athletic skills. You should master an athlete career and complete the bodybuilder aspiration. You should have 3 failed relationships before finding your spouse, and you're supposed to marry a neat sim. You should be good friends with all of your children, and you should have family movie night with your spouse and children every Sunday. So obviously, if you get a family for the sim, you should probably move into a bigger house. So this is more like a starter for this generation, and I really like the idea. I was actually inspired by a build that Paul Pancakes did a couple of years ago, and I really loved the idea with the windows that I did here. I used a tool mod to lower them down, and it's like a really nice kind of moment, and I was inspired by his build that he did, and I absolutely love the result. I really love the combo of like the warm reddish wood that came with, like the swatch that came with Snowy Escape, with the grey. I'm a color person, I love colors, but honestly, I wouldn't mind living in this space. I would probably add a bit more color if I were to move in, but I really, really like the way it turned out. And the lot here in Moonwood Mill is just super pretty with like really beautiful surroundings. So yes, this is like my dream space to live in, because you're just away from everything, away from the hustle of the city, and yeah, it's just beautiful. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about a bit of a change, well, technically 2 changes. I made one that is very obvious, probably if you've seen my channel. I changed my branding a little bit, so I love the logo that I have, I love the icon that I have, so I'm not changing those for the foreseeable future because I really love them. But I changed kind of the background of the branding. I wanted to go with a color palette that is a bit more fun and happy, you know, since we have, you know, spring, summer coming. I wanted to make it pop a little more, so I chose purple, like light purple and blue, and I really like the way it looks with the orangey pinky color that I have on the logo and on the icon. So I hope you guys like that. I am really happy with how it turned out, and I was very impatient to change it when I came up with the color change. And the second thing is I'm going to be changing my schedule a tiny bit. So because, you know, I've been uploading twice a week for the past couple of weeks, but unfortunately it's not really working for me. It's too much. 2 videos a week are just a bit too much for me. I don't want to spend that much time behind a computer. So I kind of came up with a bit of a compromise between 1 per week, which I thought was too little, and 2 per week, which I thought was too much. So I am kind of changing into a 14-day schedule, sort of like the 14-day period. I have 3 videos within that 14-day period, which results in videos being posted on Friday, then Wednesday, and then Sunday, and then again. So it's like a 2-week period instead of 1-week period. It's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass when it comes to like scheduling and stuff like that, but I really think that that is going to be the schedule that I will be able to keep up with, because as I said, I really think that one video a week is too little, because I love building, I really enjoy it, but I don't, you know, this the summer coming, as I said, with the branding, and I really want to spend more time outside, and I don't want to be behind my computer as well for that much time, but I do want to do more than one build. So I think this is like a really good compromise, and I know it sounds ridiculous that I kind of still create this kind of a schedule, but I really need a schedule when posting. I love to know what's happening. I love to have a schedule, and I just cannot be, you know what, I'll post whenever I want to. No, just not does not work for me. There's no way in hell I can do that. So yes, if you want to know, I'll be posting Friday, Wednesday, Sunday, and then again Friday. So it's going to be kind of in 14-day periods rather than like a weekly period. So yeah, I think hopefully that's the setup that's going to work, because, you know, summer I'll be busy, I'm not gonna have as much time to build, I'm not gonna be home a lot, so I want to make sure that I have built, and just 2 a week is just too much. And yeah, as much as I enjoy building, I really don't want to burn myself out. I've been doing really good with that lately, but I really don't want to get into a point where I feel like it's a chore rather than something I really enjoy. So I'm kind of trying to avoid that happening. Anyway, so here we are working on kind of the main living space, which is where the living room, the bedroom, and the gym is. So I placed a couch from Growing Together, which I absolutely love. I love the swatches on this one. I built this quite soon after Growing Together came out, so I was still quite obsessed with the items that we got, and I really liked the result. And then I used a single bed, which is actually a bunk bed, because I wanted to include some of the gym equipment because this sim is an athlete, so I wanted to place the treadmill somewhere inside. So this is kind of what I figured out, and I really like the way it looks. You have a really nice view when running on the treadmill if you look to your side, obviously, and you have everything you need. It is a bit impractical if you want to kind of set up a family and move in with your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, it depends on who your heir is going to be. But you can just move into a bigger house if you want to do that, or you can try and figure out a better layout of the house, because the way it is right now, I don't think you would be able to fit a bigger bed. I mean, you could probably make the kitchen a bit smaller, or yeah, I think it's doable. You would just have to kind of shuffle things around if you'd want to keep this structure going. So now we moved on to the kitchen. I used counters from Dream Home Decorator because I'm obsessed with them, and I use them pretty much all the freaking time. And I also used the high chairs that came with, oh, Jesus Christ, what's the name of the kit? Desert Luxe, I believe. And I went with like a really dark color scheme because, you know, the color of this generation is gray, and I really love the pairing with this like reddish wood, like really rich wood color, and I really love how that looks. I'm not a big fan of like dark spaces because I feel like they are too enclosed, but I really love the way it turned out with this build. Just a little update on me being sick, because if you watched my last week's video, you know that I've been struggling with all kinds of sicknesses, so it's better. It's still not 100%. I'm still having a bit of a cold, but it's much better than it was. I only had to stop twice for this voiceover, so improvements, I guess. I don't know, there's just something happening in the house because my mom's sick, my brother's sick, the only person who's not sick is my dad, so it's a bit weird, but everything, like the blood work is, everything is fine, so it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, hopefully it will get better eventually with the weather getting better, but I don't know, it's just weird. But yeah, it's better. I'm not feeling as shit as I was last week, and really trying to push myself to record the voiceovers back then. It was very annoying. So I hope it's gonna get better from here. I'm still kind of still in the process of my training teaching, or like supervised teaching. I am quite enjoying that, even though there's been a bit of a hiccup. Because I had my actual teacher from uni come observe, and I don't know, they were just unhappy, and I'm struggling with geography, I'd say. English is fine. I really like that. I really loved planning for those lessons. The geography is a bit worse. I don't know, I don't think the style that the teacher, like my mentor, has is clicking with me, and I'm having a hard time kind of adjusting to it. Because, you know, I obviously can't come and change everything because the kids are just not used to it. So yeah, I think the style is just not something I am fully in sync with. So I'm kind of fighting it a little bit. But I have only, you know, the rest of the week to go, so hopefully it will be all good, and yeah, I'll just finish and get on with it. And then exams are coming, and I don't want exams so bad. But yeah, I guess that's what's happening. Anyway. So I'm just finishing the bathroom, very simple, nothing special, and that's going to be almost everything for today's speed build. So if you want to download this build, you can get it on the gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the trailers in a description box on my Ko-fi page, as always. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm really close to 4,000 watch hours to getting monetized, so please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.